if you have two people who are evolved and awakened and enlightened, they will still trigger one another.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of
And
course.
when I see people say, oh, we've been together 25 years and we've never argued. Yeah, well, you agree with everything that the other person is saying.
And y'all got 2, 3, 4 different lives.
Hello.
There's some secret lives.
Yes.
If y'all never argue, there's some secret lives going on.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. Let me get this brother in here. My brother, your brother from across the whole Pacific Ocean. And Lord, he is smack dab in the middle of the ocean, man. My brother, John from Mountain View, Hawaii. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Greetings and blessings, honored guest. Greetings and blessings, chat, and master teacher. Continue to give us this fire that we definitely need. But if I could have your viewpoint on something that has triggered me, yet at the same time revealed to me failed spots in my armor.
Here we go.
As a person who stands on this square, not realizing that I have failed myself while standing on it, reviewing the process of life and the things that we go through, case in point, again, standing on your square, being the person that you need to be in the relationship you once had, and also trying to recontextualize or just get a better understanding, that investigation of how I failed and how I could make it better.
Well,
I failed at the point of viewing myself while standing on my square.
Okay. Well, let's go even deeper.
I eliminated my voice to get there.
Wait, hold on. I hear that. That's heavy. We're gonna unpack that. But let's first unpack failed.
Ego.
Did you fail or did you learn?
I'm learning due to the fact that there's the revisitation.
Okay.
It's almost like being in the movie Tenet.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the bullets are coming out of the wall is becoming whole.
Right. So there's an event at the cigar lounge that they call Burn and Learn, where they burn cigars while they learn. Let's just borrow that for your situation. It's not failure.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. One detainee is dead and 2 are critical after a shooting at a Dallas, Texas ICE facility. Vice President J.D. Vance said the rhetoric is out of control.
When the left-wing media lies about what they're doing, when they lie about who they're arresting, when they lie about the actual job of law enforcement, what they're doing is encouraging crazy people to go and commit violence.
The FBI says it was targeted violence. The shooter was found dead nearby. A white woman from Greensboro, South Carolina, is facing assault charges after a viral video shows her dumping soda on an 11-year-old black boy and hitting him with the bottle at a local apartment pool. 62-year-old Kimberly Jennings faces assault charges. And Rihanna is a mom again. She and rapper A$AP Rocky welcomed their 3rd child last week, a baby girl named Rocky Irish Mare. The couple already share 2 sons. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The magic number for the Dodgers to clinch the NL West Division title is down to 1. The Dodgers hung on to beat Arizona 5-4 in 11 innings Wednesday night. Wednesday afternoon, San Diego lost to Milwaukee, putting the Dodgers in position to wrap up the title today in a day game at Arizona. A win for the Dodgers or a loss by San Diego gives the Dodgers their 12th NL West title in 13 years. First pitch today at 12:40. The LA Sparks are making plans to build a $150 million practice facility in El Segundo. It's the first time in the 28-year history of the WNBA franchise that the Sparks will have their own practice facility and headquarters. The building, which will take up 55,000 square feet, is scheduled to open in 2027. The Lakers also have their practice headquarters in El Segundo. Speaking of the Lakers, their first day of training camp is Monday. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
Hello, KBLA delegation. Tavis Smiley here. On Saturday, October 25th, LA Trade Tech becomes the epicenter of ideas that matter. The Left Coast Forum is bringing together voices that challenge, inspire, and illuminate with keynote presentations from people like noted economist Richard Wolff, the man who breaks down capitalism in ways that make sense to working folk like you and me, and Dr. Cornel West will be there, the brilliant philosopher and activist who never stops fighting for justice and speaking truth to power and to the powerless for that matter. So this isn't just another conference. This is where ideas get tested, where the conversations that shape our future begin. Multiple plenary sessions, dynamic speakers, real talk about the issues that impact our communities, and then some good food and a live band. Saturday, October 25th, LA Trade Tech, Left Coast Forum. The event is free and open to the public, but you must register at our KBLA1580.com website, where you can also peep the plenary topics. The future belongs to those who show up and engage. So don't just think about change, be part of the conversation that creates it. The Left Coast Forum is brought to you by the LA Progressive, the Empowerment Congress, Community Coalition, Partnership for Growth LA, Southwest Voter Registration Education Project, LA Care Health Plan, United Teachers Los Angeles, Black Progressive Action Coalition, St. John's Community Health, the National Lawyers Guild, the Weingart Foundation, and more. Space is limited, so if I were you, I'd register right now at KBLA1580.com. Your voice matters, your presence matters. We'll see you there.
First things first.
First things first, it's the DU General, Money B. I'ma put you up on the schedule, 6 to 9, 8 weekdays, not 2 and 7. We got a lot to talk about, so much to pedal through. Unapologetically progressive. Tune to KBLA 1580 to get the mess. We're your ancestors' favorite radio station. First black on talk radio, left side of the nation. Me and Dominique DePrima go way back. Tap Smiley making sure the station stays black. Discussing all the issues in our community. We're hosted black and brown and others find unity. So let's talk about it. Maybe we can improve it. Digital underground, always down with the move. So we tune in. First things first with the queen of Black Talk Radio, Dominique DePrima. Go sis.
First things first.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, great people. First things first. Hello, sunshines. This is First Things First with Dominique DePrima. I am not Dominique DePrima, but I am sitting in for Dominique today. My name is Dr. Shalonda Crawford, also known as Dr. Sunshine. It is an honor to be here at KBLA Talk 1580 on a beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. I am typically here on Sunday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific Coast time, but for the remainder of the week, today and tomorrow, I will be here with you from 6 to 9 a.m., standing in or sitting in, whichever the vibe calls for Dominique DePrima. And that is, this is an awesome place to be at an awesome time. Now, today is Thursday, and I understand that it is Think Tank Thursday, where you and I collaborate on, I don't know, interesting things, and then we come up with interesting approaches and solutions to those interesting things. We can talk about some things. It's Think Tank Thursday. So, good people in this country of America, where are you and what are we talking about right now? Well, I think that because it's Thursday, we can jump into some Throwback Thursday. Last night I had the pleasure of being at the Hollywood Bowl. Maybe some of you were there with me, and enjoying the tribute to Minnie Riperton. Whole lot of artists there, beautiful renditions, just giving tribute and honor to such a talented and beautiful angel. We all know her as the angel, right? So I was thinking, Miles, I'm thinking about putting you on the 1s and 2s this morning. And okay, Miles, I like it. Let's just pause for a little moment and give Minnie her props right here.
I stumbled on this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back down memory lane. I see the happiness, I see the pain. Where am I? Back down memory lane. I see us standing there, such a happy, happy pair. Love beyond compare. Look at there, look at there. The way you held me, no one could tell me that love would die. Oh, why did I have to find this
Hey, all right
photograph?
now. That's Throwback Thursday with my girl Minnie. I'm trying to really think if there's any songs by Minnie that shocked me. But there is another one, Miles. Let's go with on this throwback and tribute, 2 people. Do we have that one? What were you doing when this dropped?
2 people just meeting, barely touching each other. 2 spirits greeting, trying to carry it further. You are one, and I am another. We should be.
And of course, we know the big one. We're going to hold on to the big one, Miles. Listen, I just want to wake you up with the sound of the angel, whose release actually was 50 years ago. So that's our tribute to Minnie Riperton on this Think Tank Thursday, but Throwback Thursday. So when we come forward, I do have a very special guest. So listen, it's First Things First with Dominique. I'm Dr. Crawford. Roll with me, folks. More when we come forward.
She's reclaiming her time on KBLA Talk 1580. More First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Dr. Nicolai Corte. Let's preserve Black land stories before they're lost forever. I want to personally invite you to be a part of something historic. As journalist in residence for the Black Land Loss Narrative Archive Project, I've joined forces with powerhouse attorney and social justice champion George Fothery, the man who helped make history by delivering justice to the Bruce family in Manhattan Beach, securing the first known return of land unjustly taken from Black owners by a local government. That victory was monumental, but it was just the beginning. For generations, Black families have acquired land through grit, faith, and determination, only to lose it through violence, legal loopholes, forced sales, and systematic racism. What's been taken goes far beyond dirt and deeds. It's the erasure of wealth, identity, and legacy. That's why we've launched the Black Land Loss Narrative Archive Project, a national effort to collect, protect, and preserve the stories of Black land loss before they're buried, forgotten, or erased altogether. Because there's power in telling Black stories, there is resistance in remembering, and there's justice in being seen and heard. This is where you come in. We're inviting you to be a part of this historic Black narrative archive. If you or someone you know has experienced land loss, displacement, or forced property sales, your story deserves to be heard and remembered. Your story belongs in this archive. Your truth matters not just to your family, but to our collective future. Visit blacklandloss.org today. Fill out our simple intake form and add your voice to the National Archive of Remembrance, Resilience, and Reckoning. Let's make these stories live on, not in whispers, but on the record. With a KBLA Talk 1580 editorial, I'm Dr. Nicolai Corte, and as always, we welcome your feedback.
Febreze. It's a classic odor tale. You fried fish for dinner, cleaned up, but the smell is still in the house. And the neighbors are coming over for game night. They're on their way. And then you spray Febreze Air Mist. Febreze Air starts working instantly to fight even your toughest odors, so you go from fish to fresh like that. Now, all you have to worry about is Pam cheating at charades.
Breathe happy, Febreze, la 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 la.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, aka the Voice of Reason, encouraging you to join me weekdays from 7 to 9 p.m. for the world's most intriguing relationship radio roundtable. Every night, I facilitate and encourage our loyal listeners to participate in the most engaging relationship discussions you'll hear anywhere. So make it a point to rendezvous with me, Zoe Williams, the Voice of Reason, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Trust me, your relationships will never be the same. The VOR is on fire tonight.
Unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got your black.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I've never looked so good. You look the same. But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me. You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies? Check, please.
New and existing customers can get the new iPhone 17 Pro, designed to be the most powerful iPhone ever. With eligible phone trade-in and unlimited ultimate. Any condition guaranteed. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade-in and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
September is World Alzheimer's Month, a time to shine a light on a public health crisis that deeply impacts Black families. 1 in 5 Black adults ages 70 and older is living with Alzheimer's disease, or AD, and the risk is twice as high compared to white adults. But AD isn't just forgetting a name or losing track of time. Signs of early AD could be repeating questions, missing appointments, or struggling with bills and daily tasks. These things aren't a normal part of aging. Here's the good news. Treatments are available that may help if AD is diagnosed early. If you notice changes in memory or daily routines, whether in yourself or a loved one, don't wait. Early diagnosis and intervention are key to managing AD effectively. To learn more about AD and a potential treatment option, visit treatalsearly.com. That's treatalzearly.com to learn more about the signs and symptoms and a potential treatment option. This message is brought to you by AZI.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Your ancestors' favorite radio station, and your favorite morning show host. Let's get back to Dominique DePrima right now.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Making love with you is all I wanna do. Loving you is more than just a dream come true. And everything that I do is out of loving you. La 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 la.
Listen here.
No one else can make me feel
Ripperton, welcome forward. Thank you so much for tapping in here on KBLA Talk 1580. This is First Things First with Dominique DePrima, and I am Dr. Sunshine sitting in for Dominique today. We started off the morning with Think Tank Thursday, but during that Think Tank, we did some throwing back and paying homage to the trailblazer, Minnie Riperton. 5 octaves. 5-octave vocal range, and that unforgettable whistle register. So hats off and kudos to Minnie Riperton. Hey. And kudos to those who were able to make it to the tribute last night. It was an amazing evening, wonderful talent, and it's always good to celebrate those who deserve their flowers, even after they're gone from earth. However, we're going to transition right on over. We have an in-studio guest today. So today we're this morning, we're going to start off now celebrating culture, creativity, and community through 2 of Los Angeles' most iconic events. The 43rd annual Watts Tower Day of Drum Festival. It's happening this Saturday, September 27th. And the 43rd annual Simon, is it Rhoda? Rodea. Watts Tower Jazz Festival, which is taking place on Sunday, September 28th. There's a lot going on this weekend in Watts. And these are festivals that don't just entertain, they preserve tradition, they tell stories, and they bring people together across generations. So here in studio with me to talk about some of these things or these events and more is Miss Rosie Lee Hooks.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rosie. And thanks so much for coming in and sitting with us and talking with us today, sharing with us today. How are you this morning?
I'm a little sleepy, a little tired, but so what?
You know, so what, right? 6 a.m. It's an early morning, but I'm just happy to have an opportunity to be in the morning.
Yes.
I'm happy to participate and just be in the morning and to contribute to it. And I'm grateful that you're here to contribute to the morning as well too. So let's talk a little bit about you. I know that you are the director and curator of the Watchtower Arts Center campus, with decades of experience. So as an actor, right?
Yes.
Singer,
Yes.
filmmaker,
Yes.
and I don't know, many other things.
Many other things.
Administrator,
Yeah.
educator,
Black woman in general.
Black woman, festival producer. And you're saying a whole lot, because we Black women possess so many gifts and talents. And I love the way that you're taking all of your gifts and talents and
he and Mingus, they would get on the red car, and Buddy had his saxophone and Mingus had the bass, and they get on there and just show out and play and carry on. But they had to get themselves together before they got to home. So
like literally on a red car.
literally on the red car, they would play. Absolutely.
So before the red carpet, they were on the red car.
Yes,
That's different.
yes,
That's different.
yes.
So
And
go
then we have Locke High School that is
Mhm.
very rich. We have Patrice Rushen and Ndugu Chancellor, Paul Jackson Jr., the Daz Band,
Oh, wow.
Ernie Andrews, Tyrese. So Watts is very, very rich in culture.
Whoa, you are
Mhm.
dropping some nuggets this morning. Wow, Patrice Daz Band. These are things, Paul, I didn't know that.
All of them. Yeah. Patrice used to babysit Paul Jackson Jr.
Now this is something. You are really giving the trivia.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the
yes.
trivia for Think Tank, for Think Tank Thursday. So listen, before we go further, I want to talk about the events of the weekend that are coming up. Can you
Yes.
tell us? So first, we're popping out on Saturday. Tell us about
on
the Saturday. event.
That's the 43rd annual Watchtowers Day of the Drum Festival, and we just focus on the drum. All cultures have drums, so we want to present multiculturalism to our community. So we have a variety of knowing what's going on. So we open the day with a ground blessing by acknowledging the spirits and those who came before us, and that's with Dance Azteca Xochipilli. That's the first thing in the morning. We go around and bless the ground. Then we have Korean classical music and dance. We go to another culture. Then bebop, gongs, and drums, which is Filipino. We just had the Filipino festival in Point Furman last weekend, and I actually produced the first 3 Festival of Philippine Arts and Culture. So
Really?
I'm a Ninang in that community. Then we go to Amir Sophie, who is Middle Eastern. We'll have Middle Eastern
Oh,
music
wow. This is
and
very
dance.
diverse.
Yes, and then we'll have Afro-Venezuelan drums with Euro Zambrano. Then we go to Drum Pimp, which is Trevor Lawrence Jr., bringing us back to American drums. And we will end that day with Maguette Fall and Max Percussion. And Maguette will take us on a journey from Mali, Senegal, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Burkina Faso. So that's a whole day of different cultures and different drumming. And of course, Matt Matt Gibson III will be over our drum circle that will be going all day too. And then all day long, we'll have our children's activities, art activities with artists. We'll have food. We don't do food trucks. We only do food booths so that you can smell the food coming through the neighborhood.
So
yes.
there's an attraction.
Yes, it's a very
found food and sound.
Absolutely.
And so the food is the food choices as diverse as
yes,
the drum
we have
sound.
African, we have Caribbean, we have fried fish. Yes, we have a very good variety of foods also.
So for people coming out to the festival, maybe someone interested in coming for the first time, I've never been to the Drum and Jazz Festival.
Don't be scared to come to Watts.
Don't be scared. Come on out.
Come on out.
I love Watts personally.
Yeah.
I am not scared of Watts, but I haven't been to the Drum and Jazz Festival. So what can I expect? So I come in and
you come in, we have valet parking. You park your car because our campus is challenged with parking. You park your car right by the train station there, and then we have a shuttle that it's on. You can walk it. It's just a block away, and we bring you down, and you come on campus. You'll probably meet the garden first. We have a garden with native plants, lots of succulents. We have a turtle pond with
turtles.
Turtles, yes. We have our babies are being born right now. They're coming out. We have.
Do you have like a really big one?
Yeah. Well, we have the red ear slider turtles, but we also have a tortoise that is big. Like
big, and is it like 100 years or something? I know
they will live 150 years old, much older than we are. He is about 20 years old right now.
Oh, so he's still young.
Oh, he's still young, but he's still very, very big, and he walks around. The kids love to see him. He looks so prehistoric.
Yes.
So we have husbandry, teaching children how to take care of animals. And actually, one year somebody came by and poured oil in our turtle pond. So we had to watch. We had about 30 at that time. We made 5 washes and Don does work.
Oh,
and we
that's
took
what I'm
each
hearing.
of the turtles and washed them and bathed them and took all the oil off of them and put them back in, because we're not going to let anybody stop us from
doing what you do.
From doing what we do and making sure that our community have access. We come in the morning and we have parents there with the strollers, with the babies, just looking at the turtles, and it's very accessible. So when you come on campus, you'll encounter our garden first, and then you walk over to the Charles Mingus Youth Arts Center. We have Mingus's mural on that building. You can
nice.
walk there, and then you come over and you'll see all the canopies. We turn the whole campus into a fun day for family, so we're looking forward to entertaining.
Oh wow. I just have a little. The turtles, are they newborn? Are they
very, very small, newborn,
like $50?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
wow.
Very, very small. And in fact, on campus, we have the adults in the pond. Then we have the teenagers over here. And then we have the babies over here. Yeah, we have to keep them apart because they will attack the babies. So, yeah, we're very, very conscious of taking care of our animals.
So 43 years ago, this whole thing began, and that's an incredible legacy. It's still to still be going forward. When we come forward, I would like to hear, one, how long you've been a part of those 43 years, and two, how the festival began and maybe what's keeping it going. So we will definitely talk about the festival's foundation, and then also some cultural impact. So you all stay with us. There's so much more to talk about, so much more to unpack with Rosie Lee Hooks and Dr. Sunshine when we come forward.
More of First Things First with Dominique DePrima when we come forward.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson is celebrating the completion of expanded bike lanes.
The city of Chicago has installed more than 100 miles of new bikeways.
A major upgrade on Milwaukee Avenue adds protected lanes to one of the city's busiest bike routes. Michael DeBlaw, a 44-year-old white man from Independence, Missouri, has been sentenced to 11 years for racist, threatening voicemails targeting Black Judge Kenneth Garrett III. Prosecutors say the calls were filled with racial slurs and violent threats. DeBlaw was convicted of harassment and tampering. And stylist Willie Nash, who testified against Sean Diddy Combs, has filed a new lawsuit against him, alleging years of threats and coercive control. Nash says Combs used power to silence him. The lawsuit also names Combs' companies as co-defendants. Get BIN News now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
The magic number for the Dodgers to clinch the NL West Division title is down to 1. The Dodgers hung on to beat Arizona 5-4 in 11 innings Wednesday night. Wednesday afternoon, San Diego lost to Milwaukee, putting the Dodgers in position to wrap up the title today in a day game at Arizona. A win for the Dodgers or a loss by San Diego gives the Dodgers their 12th NL West title in 13 years. First pitch today at 12:40. The LA Sparks are making plans to build a $150 million practice facility in El Segundo. It's the first time in the 28-year history of the WNBA franchise that the Sparks will have their own practice facility and headquarters. The building, which will take up 55,000 square feet, is scheduled to open in 2027. The Lakers also have their practice headquarters in El Segundo. Speaking of the Lakers, their first day of training camp is Monday. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson on KBLA Talk 1580.
September is World Alzheimer's Month, a time to shine a light on a public health crisis that deeply impacts Black families. 1 in 5 Black adults ages 70 and older is living with Alzheimer's disease, or AD, and the risk is twice as high compared to white adults. But AD isn't just forgetting a name or losing track of time. Signs of early AD could be repeating questions, missing appointments, or struggling with bills and daily tasks. These things aren't a normal part of aging. Here's the good news. Treatments are available that may help if AD is diagnosed early. If you notice changes in memory or daily routines, whether in yourself or a loved one, don't wait. Early diagnosis and intervention are key to managing AD effectively. To learn more about AD and a potential treatment option, visit treatalsearly.com. That's treatalzearly.com to learn more about the signs and symptoms and a potential treatment option. This message is brought to you by AZI.
Hey, KBLA 1580 delegation, your health matters to us. We know that information is power, especially when it comes to prevention and treatment. That's why we're proud to introduce the brand new KBLA Health and Wellness Hub. This online space is built just for you, connecting our community to trusted health resources, culturally relevant care, and even access to diverse clinical trials and emerging therapies. Whether you're looking for information on common conditions, mental health support, or just want to stay on top of your wellness journey, we got you. And the best part, it's all on our website at kbla1580.com. Accessible, empowering, community-focused. So just go to kbla1580.com and click on the Health and Wellness Hub icon, because knowledge is power and your health is everything. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Severe from Vicks.
Sinex Severe nasal spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Severe instantly relieves nasal congestion and works 6 times faster than nasal decongestant tablets. The 12 hours of relief allow you to get back to the moments that matter without congestion.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Try Sinex Severe from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Thanks for waking up with Dominique DePrima on KBLA Talk 1580.
Good day, good morning, and welcome forward. This is First Things First with Dominique DePrima. I am Dr. Sunshine sitting in for Dominique DePrima this morning, and I am joined today by a beautiful ray of sunshine, Rosie Lee Hooks. And for those of you who may not know Rosie, just deep roots in the Watts community, but she's also a former member of the world-renowned singing ensemble, Sweet Honey in the Rock.
Right. You're never a former member. You're always a honey.
Oh, you are once a honey, always
Always
a honey.
yes.
Okay. And once you get a chance to stand on the rock, you just never leave the
You
rock,
never
right?
leave the rock. Never leave
And
the rock. And the
let
rock never leaves you.
And the rock never leaves you. A rock is a rock, and a solid rock at that.
Yes.
But I just want to share of this accolade about you, that you've been recognized with multiple NAACP Image Awards.
Yes.
For your work both on stage and on screen.
Yes.
So yay.
Yay. I couldn't live without being on stage. I've been on stage for, 50 something years now. And that's part of one of my gifts. I love being on stage. I love acting. So I've been doing that for a long time, and we'll continue to do it.
And we'll continue to do it as well.
Yes.
Do you have any performances or anything coming up? I know that you're also a writer and a filmmaker.
Yeah. No, I don't have any shows at the moment. My last show was Remember 92. It was about the war in Sierra Leone.
Oh.
And I played a mother in that show. That was the last one that I did so far.
Oh, nice.
But always looking and always available to do short films. And in fact, I have a short film. I do have a short film coming up, but stage not at the moment, but
yeah,
in the future, always.
But always looking forward, right?
Yes.
And I love that. The spirit of a creative, the spirit of an entertainer, it seems like it's a light that never dims.
Well, that's because
Never
of the
goes out.
arts. The arts, they are so important in our lives to give us an outlet to have those moments of freedom. I don't know what I'd do if I was not an artist. I'm so happy to be an artist and to be able to express myself that way. So that's why it's so important for us to continue to make art and art experiences available to our constituency and also to our children.
To instill those arts in them, which is why I think it's so important to keep the arts in schools.
Absolutely.
Especially elementary and grade schools.
And especially now when our young people are in trouble right now, as we are. We are in trouble also.
Yeah.
But we've got to keep an eye on our young people because they get so into that technology and they are guided by technology. Technology tells them who they are. So we've got to get them out of that technology into talking with people and they can be in the same room together and they're texting each other rather than talking and socializing.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah, so we got to make sure that they learn how to socialize and not become introverts. And because we need them out there on the front line, because children have always made a difference when it comes to progress. So we nurture our children on our campus. There's no competition. It's all nurturing. And if you bring your child to us, know that we are going to take care of your child because they are our children. All children are our children. And we must look at it that way. Brown and Black people must come together to support each other. That's our natural way of existing together until we were told that we don't get along together and we got to fight. You know, there's a dollar, they throw out a nickel, and we're fighting over the nickel while the rest of the money is gone.
And this is literally it's tales as old as time.
Mhm.
Now, you said something that really grabbed my attention, that there is no competition on the campus.
Mhm.
Share with me how do you do that? Because competition, competitiveness
Mhm.
is like a mind state often. So sometimes we're subconsciously competing with one another. We don't even realize we're doing it.
Mhm.
How do you neutralize the competition?
Well, we accept children where they are, and they're not all in the same place at the same time.
This is
when
always
they come
true.
to us.
Yeah. Mhm.
So we accept them where they are, and we give a positive. If you walk into the Watts Towers Art Center, into our galleries, there's really positive energy in that center. If we were called the hub of the universe years ago, and I think it's because there is something, I don't know if it's a vortex or what it is. There's so much positive energy coming to that campus right there. And it's interesting because it's in Watts, you know, considered the bowel of the earth to some. You know, people are still scared to come to Watts and come down there looking for 1965. So
That's amazing to me. I didn't realize that there were still there are today people who see Watts the way that it may have
they're
been
scared.
seen.
They're scared, and people get killed all over Los Angeles.
That's
in
a
Watts.
fact, Jack.
Yeah, not just in Watts. So we're trying to re-educate people to who we are. We're very positive. You come there, no matter what color. We're the only tourist site in Watts. So we have a lot of white people, a lot of international people coming to Watts who understand the Watts Towers better than local people. Sometimes we have local people who haven't even been to the campus. So we're very proud of that international partnership that we have, and we've been to University of Genoa. Presenting our program, and also to the University of Rome, and in different places with the scholars talking about the Watts Towers, Simon Radia, where he came to build, and he came to a community that was nurturing for him, and that's a lot. He came to Watts that was nurturing, and that welcomed him to build what he wanted to build. They thought he was crazy because you got this little Italian man who's coming and he doesn't know what he's doing. He just has to build these Watts Towers.
He's just building the towers. Just building. This is what you hired me to do.
He bought the land himself. He had two choices of land.
Okay.
The land is triangular shaped, and it's headed east. If you keep going east, you get to Italy. The other property is right at the corner of Wilshire and Santa Monica, where the hotel is. So we know if he had built them there, they would have been torn down because they're going to put that hotel there. But he came to Watts. He chose that triangular piece of land.
The triangle.
Yes. And he chose it because he wanted a lot of people to see what he was doing. There was a train track that ran right through the property there. And of course, the Blue Line is still there with us also.
Oh, so there is a train that goes through the triangle. Okay.
That used to. It doesn't go anymore.
Okay.
But that's where he would use the train tracks to bend some of the steel that he was working on. Stuff fell off the trains. He would pick those kind of things up and bring them over. He was recycling like Dr. George Washington Carver before it was vogue. Recycling.
It was vogue.
Yes.
I've seen it. It's just an amazing.
Recycling glass, plates, china, seashells, rocks. And some of my elderly ladies would walk through. Oh, that's my plate. They would.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they would own the same plate or the same cup sometimes.
Okay,
but,
okay. But they're claiming it
what
looks like
can
it,
you
so
say?
there
It looks like that cup. And Cecil Ferguson was worked at LACMA years ago, but he was also very recognized in the community for promoting art and promoting artists. And he said they used to call Simon Ordea the Musketeer Man because they would bring him bottles and things, and he would give them a nickel. And at that time, the Three Musketeer bar was a nickel. So they called him the Musketeer Man.
I was interested to find out how we were going to get to that.
Yes.
It's so interesting. You are actually so interesting, and just a wealth of knowledge. What comes to mind for me is when tourists come to the towers, are you one of the people who are like informing and guiding and
absolutely,
like for tourists, how you get the tour guide that knows all the things? And so just curious if that is one of the things that you do there.
Yes, I don't do the tours myself anymore. We have tour guides to do that. But I do talk with our visitors, and especially the young children. We do some oral history with them so they understand what their culture is, where they come from, and also sing songs and games that we used to sing that the kids don't know anymore. We're not passing this history down to the young people. They don't know Little Sally Walker or
what?
Yeah, they don't.
That's gone.
That's gone. They have no Mama Lama Kuma Lama. They don't know that. They don't know Bluebird Through My Window.
Thursday.
They don't know all those things. And
Let's
absolutely. And we have to teach them about our songs and our history. When they took the drums away, we used our body, ham bone, to beat out those beats. We used our voices to communicate with each other. Even in church, steal away to Jesus. I ain't got long to. It's tonight. Y'all got to come tonight.
Did you hear that? People tonight.
Tonight.
And speaking of y'all got to come tonight. I thought the rapture was happening. When was that happening? Was that the 23rd or the 24th? That's funny. All over the internet, we were hearing people predict that the rapture was supposed to come on the 23rd. And when that didn't happen, they're like, oh, sorry, the 24th. So I don't know, steal away, because it could be today. It could be tonight.
Well, we got a festival this weekend, so I hope it's after the festival.
I know that's right. You put in a lot of work, right? You want to see that come to fruition first.
A lot of work.
Before we took the break, I did highlight that this festival's been going on 43 years.
Yes.
How many of those years have you been involved?
I've been involved. I actually came to the Department of Cultural Affairs in the early 90s. And I came with skills because I had worked at the Smithsonian Institution.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I produced the African diaspora portion of the Festival of American Folklife that culminated in our bicentennial year. And I took the invitations from the National Museum, the Smithsonian Institution, to the countries that we wanted to be involved, mostly West Coast countries. I did the work in South America, in Suriname, Guyana, and also Haiti and Jamaica and Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Gambia.
It's just the roots just get deeper and deeper and deeper. You are just a solid root, rooted in this thing from the very beginning. So how did this particular festival begin?
Right. And I came in John Outerbridge was director of the Watchtowers Art Center campus at that time. So he knew I had skills. So I came and helped John produce the festival in 1993. So
1993 is when you came in to help to help John?
Initially, that's before I came as director of the Watts Towers Arts Center campus. I came as director in the early 2000s, around 2002.
Okay.
So I've been producing the festival since then.
Since 2002. So, like I said, the roots go deep. I want to really move into some of the cultural impact, which I know that you have a lot of knowledge about that as well too. So we'll jump into more of that. I hope you have your seatbelts on, folks, because the train has left the station. But we'll catch you up. Make sure that you stay with me when we come forward right here on First Things First.
Place to go loud. A great place for progressive politics. KBLA Talk 1580.
So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you, your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. Recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Find a provider and proven treatment option that's right for you at ChooseChangeCA.org. Recover you.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
My mom has decided to learn to paint, and she's good.
My dad's now into creative cuisine, and I've already put on 6 pounds.
Learning new things comes with age.
My mom, she started forgetting my name and what we're talking about.
Forgetting well-known things doesn't. Memory loss may be a sign of Alzheimer's disease. Early detection gives you and your loved one time to plan for the future. Learn the warning signs of Alzheimer's at 10signs.org. Brought to you by the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Is your loved one at the hospital or in a nursing home? Have they developed bed sores, fallen, or worse? These are things your family members should be protected from. Bed sores, falls, and dehydration are almost always the result of negligent care. If this has happened to your loved one, call Zoran at Basic Law Group at 800-215-1234 or visit basiclawgroup.com. The consultation is free, and if they don't win, you don't pay. That's 800-215-1234.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Dude, did you order the new iPhone 17 Pro? Got it from Verizon, the best 5G network in America. I never looked so good.
You look the same.
But with this camera, everything looks better, especially me.
You haven't changed your hair in 15 years. Selfies?
Check, please. Best 5G source root metrics data, United States, 1H 2025. All rights reserved. Trade and additional terms apply for all offers. See Verizon.com for details.
Find a righteous range and don't be afraid to say what you see. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
Trying to make it. Welcome forward. Welcome forward, great people. It's First Things First with Dominique DePrima. I'm Dr. Sunshine, sitting in for Dominique and joined with the legendary Rosie Lee Hooks. Hooks. Very, very legendary staple in this South Los Angeles, specifically Watts community. But I'm learning more and more about you, Rosie, as I sit and talk with you through the commercial breaks. I want to give a nod to another legend in these radio streets out here. Molly Bell is on the live chat. And she brought up Charles Wright, who I just learned from the two of you and Molly, that he is also from Watts. And for those of you who may not know him, he's Express Yourself. da, 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 da. I mean, there's just lots of talent coming out of that Watts area. And also in the chat, there's some talk about the Central Jazz Festival.
Central Avenue Jazz
Central
Festival.
Avenue Jazz Festival.
Yes.
And I just learned that you also produced that.
I
And
produced the very first one.
weekend. Yeah, Jacqueline and EC and Kamal. There's a lot of talk about that one, but we are
Yes.
learning. I've learned too that you produced that festival as well and was honored last
Yes,
weekend
yes.
at that festival.
After 30 years, they finally honored me.
After 30 years.
30 years. I produced it July 27 and 28, 1996.
Wow.
We had, I actually had started the Jazz Mentorship Program in early 90s, 92-ish. Mayor Bradley had commissioned brought together music entities in the city, radio, television, Local 47, other organizations who were involved with music, and challenged us to design programs that would take live musicians to constituency. So we designed the Jazz Mentorship Program that would take live musicians to young people. So we went to schools, community centers, Central Juvenile Hall, San Fernando
Wow.
Valley Juvenile Hall. And my first set of artists were Buddy Collette, Patrice Rushen, Ndugu Chancellor, Bobby Rodriguez, and Nedra Wheeler, and Sharon Hirata. So these are phenomenal people. So we took them live to young people. And if you had an instrument, you want to get on stage and blow with Buddy or play with Patrice, come on up, you can do that. And so I had access to those phenomenal musicians. And in 1996, Rita Walters was the council person at that time. And she came to the Department of Cultural Affairs and said she wanted a Central Avenue Jazz Festival. And so that
Wow.
responsibility was given to me. So already I have the Jazz Mentorship Program. I got Buddy Collette because he has access to everybody. Patrice Rushen has access. So
Everybody, yeah.
I had the people I needed to do the Central Avenue Jazz Festival. So we put it together, and it was based loosely on the festivals that I had done at the Smithsonian, looking at important areas of Black culture. What do we focus around? There's sacred and secular music. There's a marketplace. So we had, and we also had a panel called The Real Deal, narrated by Buddy Collette and Patrice Rushen.
So wait, are any of those elements coming into the festival this weekend?
Yes,
That-
Patrice, the Jazz Mentorship Program is producing our festivals now.
So Patrice will be there this weekend.
Absolutely, she's always there.
She's always there.
Yes.
Listen, it's amazing. And I feel like you've shared so much in such a small amount of time. But you know what they say. They say, funny how time flies.
Yes.
And also time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely.
I've had a blast.
I
And
have too.
We have literally like a minute and a half left before the hour is over. You've dedicated your life to art, culture, and education, the combination. Can you leave us with, I don't know, whatever you want to leave us with, be it, I don't know, about the community or about the event this weekend?
Yes. Well, about the event this weekend, we have phenomenal stuff going on. And we got World Stage Big Band, and we have Jasmine Tommaso. We appreciate our Italian heritage. We always have Italian jazz also. She's phenomenal. And Medusa, the gangster goddess, is there.
Okay.
And so I think what I would say is we have a lot to give. we have a lot to give. Everybody has a lot to give. Sometimes, right now, we feel challenged. We feel like we can't do anything because we're just so shocked about all of the negative stuff, the leadership that we have coming in this country. And so we have to go within ourselves to fortify ourselves so that we can move forward, so that we can bring the children forward, so that we can take care of each other. One of the things we do at the center is Tai Chi, so that we can just focus on ourselves. I'm a black belt.
And there's another thing, the woman of all things. You said it. You have a lot to give. You have a lot to give this weekend. So if you're listening right now, there's a lot to get.
Free.
So, and it's all free.
Yes.
So make sure that you make your way to Watts this weekend to the Drum and Jazz Festival and meet Rosie Lee Hooks in Watts this weekend at the historic and phenomenal
Watts
Festival
Towers. Yes.
and the Watts Tower this weekend. Thank you so much for joining me this early morning here on First Things First. I appreciate and don't take for granted your time and talent. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Chicago's Black Mayor Brandon Johnson is celebrating the completion of expanded bike lanes.
The city of Chicago has installed more than 100 miles of new bikeways.
A major upgrade on Milwaukee Avenue adds protected lanes to one of the city's busiest bike routes. Michael DeBlaw, a 44-year-old white man from Independence, Missouri, has been sentenced to 11 years for racist, threatening voicemails targeting Black Judge Kenneth Garrett III. Prosecutors say the calls were filled with racial slurs and violent threats. DeBlaw was convicted of harassment and tampering. And styling